Now let's continue with the second report in EX5 booking analysis. We're going to summarize the total number of bookings by nationality and by booking pace. So this is our data once again, and this is booking pace. It shows you the number of days prior to arrival that the booking was made, and here is nationality. So once again, we make sure that our data is in the list format, and once we've satisfied the correct structure of a list as the data source of our pivot table, we can click on any of the cell within our data range and click insert pivot table. So confirm that your table or range for your list is correct. And now we're going to put our pivot table report in an existing worksheet because we've already built EX5 booking analysis from our previous pivot table here, and maybe position the location a few rows, like around 6 rows after your previous pivot table just to make sure that they don't overlap, and click OK. So now here we have a second pivot table report layout, and here is the field list that we can choose from. So earlier we said that we want nationality, but this time we want it on the column. So I'm just going to click it from the list and drag it to the columns. And then we want booking pace. So booking pace is going to be our row label. So booking pace, I'm going to drag it to the row. And here you can see the different values for booking pace. Now, we don't want to show each value individually, but we want to show a range, like 0 to 49 days prior to arrival, 50 to 99 days prior to arrival, 100 to 149 days prior to arrival, and so on. So we're going to right click on the booking pace, and we're going to group because we don't want to show each one individually, and we're going to start at 0. Now, you can see that the largest number is 198. So just to make it all nice and even, we're going to set it to 200. And we're going to group by 50. So we're going to show 0 to 49, 50 to 99, and so on. And we click OK. So now we have groupings instead of showing each potential possible value for booking pace on a separate row each, and this is much more readable as well. So now we're going to add the value. The value that we want is actually the total number of bookings. So for the total number of bookings, I'm just going to choose booking ID and drag it here to the values, and you will see that by default Excel summarized the booking ID by adding the booking ID, but of course the booking ID is not meant to be added. It's actually just an identifier for booking. What we really want is to count the bookings. So this is, you right click and summarize by count, and this is our expected result. And now we're going to format this. Again, it's nice to use a format which is similar to the theme for your workbook. And I'm also going to unshow the drop down boxes for filtering the row labels and column labels. So this is my second pivot table, and for count of booking ID, which sounds a bit awkward, I'm going to change this to total bookings.